One is the Johari, which is, and it's silly, it's Joe and Harry created this model. That's why they call it the Johari. And then the social penetration theory. So the Johari is divided up into 4 boxes. And each box is a level of self-disclosure that we have. So the first box is like open disclosure about everything, which doesn't mean that we're disclosing everything. It just means that things that are completely obvious to me and you and you and me are out there. Things. So for example, you know that I'm a teacher here at SEC. That's completely open. That's public. You know that. I know that. I know you know that. Okay. There may be other things about me or about you that you've shared that goes into this number 1 box. It just means that there are no surprises here. Everybody knows everything in this box. The only way how we make this box bigger is if we decide to put certain things in here. Box number 2 is called the bad breath box. Because these are things that you know about me, but I don't know about me. Or I know about you, and you don't know that and you don't know this, but I know this about you. So the reason why it's the bad breath box is because, you know, somebody may have like horrible breath and they don't know it. I'm talking on you. You know it. So that's the issue. Unless you tell them. Yeah. Or give them a piece of gum or something, you know, to bring that out.
You ever see anybody talking to you like this?
Like gag reflex comes out, you know, that you may want to think about that. Other things about this can also come with training. So if you're a good observer, let's say body language, and you start noticing things about people, then you may know something that they don't know you know about them. Or in the medical field, somebody may notice something about another person and they may not even know they have a medical condition, but you do. Now, number 3, those are the secrets we keep from others. So there's certain things that I'm not going to tell you about me, and you're not going to tell me about you. Those boxes are our secrets, and they stay there unless we choose to put somebody in that box. Just like this one. If you choose to put somebody in this box so that they know something about themselves, then you can do that. And that's part of the self-disclosure. And the 4th box, I have to admit, I don't even know why they created this box, because it's just things that nobody knows about anybody. I had no idea Joe was going to have a heart attack at lunch. He didn't know that either. These are the things that nobody knows about anybody. And but it's a part of the Johari self-disclosure. Now, the other major one is the social penetration theory. That's like an onion. They describe it like an onion with many, many layers. So it just says that we start our small talk. Hi, how was your weekend? Oh, it was good. How was yours? How are the kids? Tell me about this. And so you just kind of go a little bit deeper. And basically what it says is when you are getting to know somebody, you start on the outer layers with safer things, and then you test it out with something a little bit deeper. And in kind, if this is going to go to this right here, the middle of the onion, high self-disclosure, you're going to go through a process to get there. You usually don't jump right in the middle of the onion. Also, there may be people, we talked about the politics aspect, there may be people that know just a slice of your onion right here. So they know something about you, but not everything about you. They may know that thing about you deeply, or they may know more pieces about you. So you may share certain things like your career, your kids, but never talk about something else. Maybe you never talk about religious beliefs with this other person. Okay, so there's some people that know just slivers of your onion deeply, and some people know more pieces about yourself. Nobody knows it all. And I like that theory. There is one thing, the book doesn't talk about it. There is one exception to the self-disclosure process, and I have time to tell you about it. And it's called Stranger on the Train. And this is how long it's been when people used to take a lot of trains. And for some reason, humans from time to time have a need to go to a stranger
The number one?
that they don't know, and they get to the middle of the onion for some reason. And it's funny. So if you've ever, how many of you have traveled? You've been on an airplane, and you end up having this amazing conversation with the person next to you that you'll never see again. And you're like, I was thinking about leaving my job, and you're just like talking to them. How many of you have experienced that? Okay.
And other people do it.
Okay, that is called Stranger on the Train. And it's not TMI, because TMI is when one person feels uncomfortable about it. It is actually a shared connection that you have with another person. Happens a lot in chat rooms. So that's kind of the more common stranger on the train setting. But for some reason, people get right to the middle of the onion and they never see that person again. A lot of affairs would go in here too. So why would people do that? Why would people share that with another person? It just
Well, it's safe.
Mhm.
I mean, you'll never see them again. They don't know you well enough to share with anybody that you know.
Mhm.
So I feel like I can just go ahead and just let it all hang out, never see you again. Just
Right.
let me get it all off my chest.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's a liberating aspect to Stranger on the Train, and social scientists have observed it. They've observed it for a long time. So if you have an interaction with another person, and again, I'm not talking about romantic stuff, but an interaction with somebody where you've shared a lot of information about yourself that you're like, you never knew that, and they seem to reciprocate with you, you've fallen into this phenomenon called Stranger on the Train. You've observed it. And usually when I ask students, there's been like at least one time in their life where they've experienced Stranger on the Train, that it comes out sometimes. But it's not all the time, because then that's TMI.
That's fascinating. Why would, just even knowing why you think what somebody would do that, just, that they would just give it all up. Okay, well, it happens. Nice rest of your trip, I just told you about. She kids were, whatever. I was like, I was just like, wow.
Yeah, and chat rooms are really suspect to that, because if there's something that happens that you don't like, you can just X out and move out of it. It's a fascinating phenomenon. Okay, now that I have you all thinking about interpersonal relationships, go ahead and take out your outlines.
Stop this.
We can stop that.